Hello everyone, welcome to Spinning Iris. This was not the video I had anticipated on making next. No, Rick MacDonnell decided to jump the gun a little bit for the BookTube Spin Tag, so that's where we are today. The book I'm currently reading is Until We Have Faces by C.S. Lewis, which was for the previous Spin Tag, and I'm almost finished with that, and I'll probably have the video up for that in a couple weeks, once I have a nice good think about it. But yeah, I was starting to think about what I wanted to do for the next BookTube Spin Tag list. Thought I had a little more time to work on it, but no, here we are. One of the good things about the upcoming Spin Tag list is it coincides with Banned Book Month, and that's where the idea where this new list comes from. So I pulled 5 books from my banned book TBR and decided to build around those. A lot of the books I have on this list have been on previous lists. Some of them are new. I took Moll Flanders off of this list for now. It didn't quite fit with the theme I have going on. So for this list, instead of reading one book, I will be reading 2. There will be, again, 5 categories with 5 books in each, plus 1 banned book, and that banned book will be read along with the number chosen. Alright, so instead of trying to explain this list, I'm just going to jump into the list itself. The first category is built on books published from the year 2000 to now. The first banned book on this list is 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher, and it was published in the year 2007. And anybody who's familiar with banned book lists knows that this book is on there, and I can't wait to find out why. The first book on the actual Spin Tag list is Five Nights at Freddy's, The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon and Kara Breed Risley. It was published in 2016. I'm sure this isn't going to be scary at all. Number 2, City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, published 2017. I promise I will get to this year. If it's this list, great. If not, I will get to it. Number 3, Another Familiar Face, Circe by Madeline Miller, published 2018. Again, I'm still curious about this one. I think I had this one on a previous list as well. Number 4, Man in the Empty Suit by Sean Farrell, published in 2013. Nice bit of sci-fi with some time travel elements. And number 5 for this category, Mycroft and Sherlock by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Anna Waterhouse, published 2018. So all very, very recent, as you can see. So for category number 2, the books are from the time frame of the 1970s, 80s, and or 90s. And the book that tops this category is Snow Falling on Cedars by David Gutterson, published in 1995. And again, can't wait to find out what's going on in this book. Number 6 on the list is Michael Crichton's Disclosure from 1994. One of the few I haven't read from this brilliant, brilliant author. It's been a while since I've read a thriller, so this one should be good if it's chosen. Number 7 is a reread I've been interested in doing for a little bit. That is Wicked by Gregory Maguire from 1995. Yeah, I remember enjoying reading it for the first time, but just kind of been in a mood to revisit Oz, you know. And number 8 is Exit to Eden by Anne Rice from 1985. I believe this is an erotic novel. I'm sure I will find out if this one's chosen. Either way, this looks like it might be a good summer read, either way. Yeah, I think this one's erotic. Number 9 is Daughter of the Stars by Phyllis Whitney from 1994. I read a few Phyllis Whitney novels. Her 2 novels about the San Francisco earthquake are quite good. So I'm assuming this one's going to be quite enjoyable. Some classic good stuff. Also, it's got a setting that's rather local for me, so should be fun. And the last one in this category is The Flanders Panel by Arturo Pérez Reverte from 1990. Who's the translator? Translated from the Spanish by Margaret Yul Costa. A novel of suspense. Category 3, books from the 1940s, 50s, and or 60s. And I think you know where this is going. We have our third banned book, A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess from 1962. I am very nervous about getting this one. I don't know why. I haven't seen the movie. I've seen brief clips of the movie, but haven't seen the actual movie, and I don't know anything, so I'd be definitely going into this one blind. In fact, I think all but one of the banned books that I have on this list I'll be going in blind. So yeah. Terrifying. And this is an edition that has the last chapter returned. Because apparently in American publications of this book early on, the last chapter was removed for some reason. Can't wait to find out why. Number 11 for the BookTube Spin Tag is The Parasites by Daphne du Maurier from 1949. Author of Rebecca, giving us another interesting family drama. I'm assuming it's drama. Haven't read anything from her that's actually been really comedic. Maybe some unintentional humor, but definitely not comedic. Definitely suspenseful and dramatic. So I can't wait to see what's in this. Number 12, The Last of the Wine by Mary Renaud. This will be the third book of hers that I've read. She wrote a lot of novels set in ancient Greece, and this one's no different. The two books of hers that I've read already are two of her Theseus novels, The King Must Die and Bull from the Sea. Read out of order, of course. This one is, I don't think is based on anyone famous, but is connected to a famous ancient Greek. So, if I get to this one, you'll find out who that is. Or you can cheat and look it up yourself. But the Mary Renaud, excellent author. Going to another Mary, The Ivy Tree by Mary Stewart from 1961. And this is a reread for me if it's chosen. It's, again, I think I mentioned this before in a previous list, that this was one of her novels that I have reread the least. Not sure why, but I do have a nicer copy that I can read and abuse. Yeah, love Mary Stewart's work, one of my favorite authors. So if this one's chosen, I look forward to rereading it again and sharing it with all of you. And number 14, this one I have had on the list before too. From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler by E.L. Königsberg from 1967. This one I think is actually a kid's book, or maybe a middle grade book. I'm not entirely sure, but I picked this up at Barnes & Noble a couple of years ago. Got this nice faux suede cover. It's a nice collectible edition, but I was very curious about the story as I was looking on the back. This should be an interesting one if it's picked. And number 15. It's been on this list before, and this might be a bit of a meme-y book, I guess. I'm not sure. Chariots of the Gods by Eric von Däniken. Or the originator of Stargate, if you want to put it into a pop culture perspective. Sort of the inspiration for the Ancient Aliens series, if you watch that. I've seen some of it. I'd rather watch Stargate. It's much more fun. But yeah, this one's been on my shelf a while. If it gets picked, great. If not, it'll probably sit there a little while longer. But yeah, either way, this should be fascinating literature. Category 4 is the year 1900 through 1939. A little more specifically broad. I wanted to keep it at that turn of the century time frame, especially considering who I picked for my banned book. I picked Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. The unexpurgated 1928 Orioli edition. Only because this is what I had on my shelf. I have seen the adaptation with, who is it? I think it's Jolie Richardson and Sean Bean. So yeah, I'm expecting some frolicking in the grass, in the nude. I am no stranger to reading D.H. Lawrence. You could say my fascination with banned books began with D.H. Lawrence, because the first one that started my love for banned books and interest in Lawrence's writing was his novel The Rainbow, which was quite heavy reading for a high schooler. But yes, if this one is chosen, this one should be very interesting to talk about. Number 16 on the Spin Tag list, Of Human Bondage by W. Somerset Maugham. This one is, this was a big boy, and I don't believe it is that kind of bondage, so this actually might be fun clickbait. Apparently there have been 2 film adaptations. I have seen the one with Bette Davis and don't remember much about it, so this shouldn't be spoiled too badly. Some famous introductions on a lot of these. It's a good thing this particular Spin Tag time frame is a little longer, because this book is 700 pages long. On a lighter note, number 17, Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I've seen the, was it the original, I guess, adaptation that was shown a lot on PBS. I grew up watching the Avonlea series, so I look forward to actually reading this one. This adorable little story from 1908. Hello, Canada. And number 18, this one is one that I DNF'd a long time ago. It's funny, I started reading it and set it aside and completely forgot that I was reading it. And that is The Lost World by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. What's funny is I did the exact same thing to Michael Crichton's Lost World. You know, I started reading it, read a chapter or 2, and then just put it aside and forgot that I was reading it. So yeah, I'm ready to give this one another shot if it's picked. Goofy little adventure from 1912. We'll talk about a change of pace. Number 19, a bit of action and adventure with Captain Blood by Raphael Sabatini. Again, I've seen the movie. Errol Flynn, Olivia de Havilland. Is it? No. I think it's Olivia de Havilland. It's definitely Errol Flynn. And it's got an introduction by Bernard Cornwell, who is another favorite author of mine here. Can't think of a better person to introduce something that's historically action-adventure-y. From 1922. So you can see I've got quite a variety going here. And it just keeps going. Number 20 for this list, a mystery reread for me. Why not? It's a character I adore, and it's always fun rereading mysteries. So you remember some details, but maybe not remember all of the details. You might even pick up on some details that you missed the first time around. And yeah, it's not Agatha Christie. No, it's Dorothy L. Sayers, Whose Body? A Lord Peter Wimsey novel. fact, I believe this is his first novel appearance from 1923. Lord Peter Wimsey is due for a reboot in terms of film adaptations. So yeah, if this one's picked, this should be a fun reread. My fifth banned book is Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman from 1855. Yeah, I was a little surprised too. Absolutely, definitely curious to see what was so scandalous about this one. This bit of poetry. Might have to read this one aloud and several times. Plus I have someone's notes in here, so that should be helpful too. So yes, that is the list I have. 5 banned books, 25 books to pick from the Magic Spinner, which is coming up very soon. Yeah, I look forward to the challenge for this spin tag challenge. Alright, that's all I have for now. Take care. Bye-bye.